I've got 12 insanely good action titles that are either already out or coming soon to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. And trust me, there's something here for every taste and playstyle, so stick around until the end. This list is packed with must-play titles to seriously level up your game library. Let's kick things off with a truly unique co-op experience. Split Fiction. This game is designed from the ground up for 2 players and throws you right into a chaotic, story-driven world where you play as 2 writers trapped inside simulations of their own stories. Sounds wild, right? The narrative is full of unexpected twists, crazy enemies, and super creative challenges. The catch? You and your co-op partner need to be perfectly in sync to survive. It's fast, furious, and surprisingly emotional. Yes, technically Hogwarts Legacy launched on the original Switch, but the Switch 2 version is an entirely new level. We're talking major graphical upgrades, smoother frame rates, and a far more immersive experience overall. Set in the wizarding world way before Harry Potter's time, you create your own student, choose a house, and explore a massive open world full of spells, secrets, and magical creatures. It's one of those games where the sense of discovery is off the charts, and on the Switch 2, it finally gets the visuals and performance it deserves.
Good luck to both of you. Atemi, guys. I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
If there was ever a game we thought we'd never see on a Nintendo console, it's Cyberpunk 2077. But here we are, and it's absolutely killing it on the Switch too. The performance is surprisingly solid, and the visuals are sharp enough to keep Night City looking gritty and alive. You play as V, a merc in a high-tech, low-life world full of shady deals, cybernetic upgrades, and explosive missions. With RPG elements, hacking, gunplay, and tons of narrative freedom, this is one of the most ambitious games to hit the Switch 2 so far, and it pulls it off impressively well. Fans of over-the-top brawlers and dramatic storytelling, you need to check out Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. This game drops you into the criminal underworld of 1980s Japan with 2 unforgettable protagonists, each navigating life in 2 different cities full of danger, drama, and karaoke bars. This version comes loaded with polished visuals, improved frame rates, and extra content. Expect intense street fights, hilarious side quests, and some of the most charismatic characters in gaming. Now let's talk about a future release that's already building serious hype. Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion. This latest entry in the mech combat franchise is dropping soon for the Switch 2 and promises even more explosive battles in a post-apocalyptic setting. You'll suit up in customizable armored mechs and take on swarms of alien enemies in space and on ruined Earth-like battlefields. The art style leans into sharp cell shading and the soundtrack is pure adrenaline. For fans of high-speed sci-fi action, this one's going to hit hard. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Hitman isn't technically an action game, but let's be real. When Agent 47 decides to go loud, it gets wild fast. In this signature edition, stealth is king, but the arsenal you have at your disposal means chaos is always one bad move away. This version packs the entire modern trilogy into one sleek package, optimized for the Switch 2 with upgraded visuals and better AI. With global missions, disguises, and sandbox-style levels, this game lets you be as subtle or savage as you want. Hey, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this look at some of Switch's finest games, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which of these games you've played or are excited to try. Now, let's continue with our lineup. Yes, Star Wars Outlaws launched to mixed reviews, but hear me out. While it's not perfect, it's also not your typical Jedi story. You play as Kay Vess, a smuggler trying to survive between the Empire and the galactic underworld. There's open-world exploration, space battles, third-person shootouts, and the freedom to make big choices. Plus, it brings something new to the Star Wars universe, gritty scoundrel vibes. On Switch 2, the game performs far better than the previous gen, and if you're a fan of rogue stories in a galaxy far, far away, this one deserves a look. If you like Monster Hunter and Souls-like games, Wild Hearts S is where those two worlds collide. This standalone expansion builds on the original's formula, putting you in the shoes of a monster hunter using ancient tech called karakuri to trap and defeat massive beasts. With large maps, deep crafting, and co-op battles that demand skill and strategy, Wild Hearts S brings fresh energy to the hunting genre, and the Japanese mythology-inspired visuals help it stand out even more. Sure, Disgaea 7 is a turn-based RPG at heart, but don't be fooled. The battles are intense, fast-paced, and packed with outrageous special attacks that turn every encounter into a chaotic explosion of colors and numbers. Set in a feudal Japan-inspired netherworld, the story follows Fuji and Pulika as they challenge tyrants and even gods. What makes this one stand out? It's over-the-top customization, reincarnation mechanics, and strategic depth. One of the most anticipated releases coming to the Switch 2 is the Tarnished edition of Elden Ring. It's the full open-world Souls-like experience, now optimized for handheld play. And yes, it's still brutally hard, still atmospheric, and still packed with secrets waiting to be discovered. You play as a Tarnished exploring the lands between, a world teeming with monsters, dungeons, and cryptic lore. Whether you're in it for the combat, the exploration, or the world building, this is one of those titles that redefines what action RPGs can be. Next up, the epic, the legendary, the absolutely stunning Final Fantasy VII Remake. This isn't just a remaster, it's a complete reimagining of one of the most iconic RPGs ever made. With real-time combat that blends strategy and speed, this version of Cloud's story hits differently. Explore Midgar like never before with deep character moments, cinematic boss fights, and a fully orchestrated soundtrack. On the Switch 2, the performance is excellent, and whether you're a longtime fan or totally new to the series, this game is pure gold.
It's over. Tried enough. That's that.
Last but definitely not least, Full Metal Schoolgirl is bringing pure chaotic energy when it drops in October. Picture this. Anime-style schoolgirls, fully armed and part cyborg, fighting against a dystopian megacorporation in a futuristic Japan. It's part hack and slash, part shooter, and all-out action insanity. With over-the-top weapons, flashy combos, and a healthy dose of dark humor, it looks like one of the most entertaining new IPs coming to the Switch 2. Don't sleep on this one. It could be a cult hit in the making. Hey, let me know what you think about these games. Maybe you've played some and have a different take, or maybe something here caught your eye. Drop a comment, let's chat about it. See you in the next one.